things.
Yeah.
It's great.
I don't want to be touched.
The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic forum. Assemble.
The hamster's running. Jay, the hamster's running.
No, I kind of like that. Like,
You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We're the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. Yeah, the usual suspects in the building. First, we're going to go to our riddle. Inside of an enigma, trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
you know, I really hate it when people I want to see like come at really inconvenient times. It annoys me.
Oh,
Like it's being done. Mystery Skulls are doing it, and Alex is doing it, and I don't like it.
how dare they? Grace with their presence when you don't want it.
Dude, we're gonna get to see both of them. Like maybe none of them.
Word. We'll have to come back to that, Jay.
No, we're good.
Next, he is our intrepid city reporter. He's next in line for the cow. He's our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
I like that every few years you guys make this feel like the first time again.
There it is. Look, friggin' reboot. Reboot. Let's go. Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler, and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
How the fuck dare you stand next to me like that, all little and thin? Look at, I'm taking over the screen like they used to think we were tag team champions.
We are tag team champions.
You're my valet now.
Oh,
You
wow.
might be sensational Sherry.
You guys are a perfect 10.
I'm dead see.
It's like the $1 Million Man and Virgil.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
geez.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm Virgil now?
Virgil was tight.
I mean,
Rest in peace.
That's when you can do backflips and shit.
no, Virgil was great, but like I don't like. It depends on what version of Virgil.
The black man serpent.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking.
You all knew that's you. Like,
My name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mayor Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking to you all about evil. the show. Right, just pure evil, right? I'm like, oh, I didn't even like the way it sounded coming out my mouth. We're going to be talking to you about the Paramount Plus show, Evil. We're going to be talking to you all about the Dark Horse comic, William of Newbury. And we're also going to be talking to you all about the IDW comic, Sonic the Hedgehog number 69. So we got all... What?
Nice.
This guy.
you know, I hear they're changing the name of 69 to sex that to like 96 to adjust for inflation.
Okay.
Damn it, I wasn't ready for that.
Exactly.
I was on the delay.
We got all that, and of course, whatever else you all want to talk about. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope all is well with you, good sir.
It wouldn't be that great either. We forgot to close the door in the back.
Oh, geez. I will take that L. That was me.
I can see your toilet.
Oh, no. Oh,
No,
no.
you can't.
Damn.
Well, only because I know the layout.
We got to fire the intern. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. That's
Emily did fuck you up. That's the painting I did with her that you just dropped.
Joe.
Yes.
Why'd you let that painting drop? You're supposed to catch it.
Oh, you know, I let everything drop. Paintings, mics,
Deep.
you like, it all when I come around.
Sick beats. That's true. Jay Randall. I love it. I love it. But yeah, so before we do all that, we thank Scott Rubin. We're going to have the intern tell you how it is you can get down with Fantastic Forum. Let's do it.
Real quick, Taking Tugboat says the Hall of F looks like a barbershop.
It's true. The Hall of F in its present form is taking, or is a barbershop right now. Yeah.
Want to get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
fantasticforum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
Indeed. Thank you.
You guys need to be holding wine glasses, and you can be like LeBron's show, except not talking stupid stuff because you actually know things.
And actually doing good lineups. You seen his lineup? It looks like shit.
I've never really looked at his hair.
Well, it's just not drawn properly.
Oh, sheesh. Come on, man.
And look at his hairline; it's gone up and down so many times. It's like high tide.
Can we just give LeBron James the respect he deserves and not say
No.
He doesn't have any respect.
Why not?
I'm a Lakers fan. You're not a Laker.
What makes him not
He's a
like?
faker.
He moved out here to make his movies and shit. He's not because he wanted to bring the team up.
He was holding up the team for ransom to draft his kid. His kid who scores like 4 points in college.
Yeah, he ain't a Laker.
Wait, I mean,
There's like
That's a lot of sports,
64 draft spots. His kid is ranked 70 something.
no, I mean, listen, I'm not saying like Bronny James is good. What I'm saying is,
no one's saying that.
right.
What has he done for the Lakers? How often have they not even made the championship?
What?
They got swept like last year, first round.
How many championships did he win with the Lakers?
One, the COVID one that really doesn't count.
Yeah, they were giving that to Kobe because he in his memory, like they did the Astros after the tornado. Not that I watch sports or anything.
Set the COVID year aside, haven't even made the championships. I think they made it out of round one like once.
Like the Clippers got further this season.
Yeah, but so did the Clippers win any championships?
No, they got
no, they're cursed. No.
Okay, so
they're going to be on an episode of Evil.
The Lakers did win a championship, even though I was trying to make it seem like it doesn't count.
That doesn't count. That one doesn't count.
But don't the Clippers have a TV show on Hulu?
Yeah. Starring Ed O'Neill.
So
And it's about like
Donald Sterling.
like
It's about like Donald Sterling calling people the N-word, and it's Ed O'Neill calling them the N-word.
I just love Jay's, like, you can see his mind working, trying to figure out what this show is about. Like what the Clipper show is about. He's just like, is it about haircuts? Is it a barber show?
well, no, I thought it was about nail clipping because the photo was like a woman with a basketball. With like
Because the downfall of Donald Sterling was pussy. A woman with like fancy ass, sassy ass nails.
How did this become a sports show?
Didn't she also wearing like a mask like those musicians?
What?
She had like some sort of visor on all the time. Was that her, or am I thinking of someone else?
No.
Like I seriously been dead ass wondering what the fuck that is about. Like not enough to like watch.
All I
it.
saw was a lot of girls in scantily clothes, and I asked them, "Hey, what's that show about?" She was like, "Nah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it."
It's sports.
Yeah. But yeah, I realized Alternative Press, if you go to their YouTube channel, it's better than ours. They have an interview with me talking about what it's like to work and be Donald Sterling, like where, you know, the way like he has to bring Donald Sterling to life for the screen, which is like something odd for him.
You know, speaking of sports, there's actually a movie I want to see really bad.
Iron Claw?
A sports movie.
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw?
Iron Claws?
Iron Claw's a sports entertainment movie.
Back
Same.
then it was sports.
Lady Ballers,
I'm out.
which
Is it in Thailand?
It's about it's a group of
It's
dudes
about
that say they're
guys.
women that play women's basketball and win championships.
yeah, they say that they're trans women in order to play and dominate the WNBA. And like the trailer, it's like these huge dudes just like beating up on these girls. It's like it looks really funny, like
I would like
in
to see the
a slapstick sort of way. Like
slapstick.
I'm
I get it.
not gonna pay $15 to see it. I'm definitely not gonna support the fucking Daily Wire by giving them money, but that shit looks funny.
Yeah. No.
I mean, enjoy that.
Come on. Shawan Man was made in what? 99 or 90?
It's reverse Shakespeare.
What?
No. Like
It's reverse Shakespeare.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
it's gender swap like Shakespeare.
Joanna Man was 2002.
Damn, that's terrible. Why were we still making those movies in the 2000s?
Joe,
Well, Shakespeare, they've been doing them since the 1400s.
Joe, if you don't be cool about this movie that came out more than 20 years ago while you're like singing the praises of the movie that came out in 2024 that's doing the same thing, but worse.
It looks so funny.
See,
though.
exactly. This guy. This is the problem right here. This guy, he's lucky he has tenure. I get rid of him in a second, I swear to God. No. Anyway.
We're gonna have gender bended J next week.
No.
It's funny. There's this clip, or not this clip, but this part of home movies where Coach McGurk is like hitting this little kid with soccer ball, and Brandon's like, I don't know if it's because he's foreign or because you're bigger than he is, but this is the funniest thing to me. And that's how Lady Ballers makes me feel. It's like, I don't know if it's because, like, just seeing a bunch of men beating up on like, in like the slapstick way.
This is where he gets jolly. Friggin'
The best was the power lifter in the Olympics, the trans power lifter that couldn't beat the Chinese.
I mean, listen, it just kind of goes to show. It's like
No,
it's all sports specific.
The dude isn't really trans. He just wanted to prove a point and said, I'm a woman, showed up and beat the record. Because I think a trans woman actually took the record, and so then he took it back by doing that.
In the women's section, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he couldn't beat the Chinese. Like
the Chinese woman.
Yeah. Well, the Chinese, because he's American. So it's like, it's a win for all of us.
What?
I'm a patriot. I'm a
Okay.
nationalist.
Listen.
Wait, what?
Listen.
I know Mo's a patriot because he's starting to get censored on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's
Mayor, you have completely lost control of this show.
oh
Like, I don't,
God.
You wanted to do it in the same room.
I don't understand why you let this happen.
What
Like,
what happened to you on Instagram?
Like, I posted a news story that was a satirical news story. It just happened to be about a prominent political figure going into trial. And then they shut me down because it was a satirical page that was reposting. So it's technically fake news. But they can't differentiate between satire and fake news.
Mm.
But when I do all this shit for Trump, they didn't give me shit. When I did it for Hunter Biden, I get blocked.
Mm.
And meanwhile, he's guilty.
Yeah.
which is cool because now it's like that's my ticket. That's my ballot for 2024. Hunter Biden, the ticket. 2 felons. Bad boys.
So Trump,
Bad boys 4.
Trump and Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
That
VP
dude was
Hunter
pretty
Biden.
good.
Bad boys 4. Hunter and Trump.
I mean, I feel like the last movie that came out was Bad Boys 4, right?
I don't know. I never seen that shit.
You never seen a Bad Boys movie?
No.
Why would you?
Yeah. Well,
It's full of black people.
no, I love movies for the black people. I watched Love and Chicken.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds racist.
Like, look, black people made it.
That doesn't mean you gotta watch it.
Why not?
Love,
I want to support.
Love and
diversity.
Chicken.
I want to support diversity in the rom-com space.
Love and Chicken.
Yeah, it's about a rich black girl that falls in love with a dude that works at the chicken spot.
Turner Claus says my team is in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I know, man. Lucky you. I'm rooting for you. Yeah. Anywho, let's go. Moving right along.
I'm just blown away by the transition from Love and Chicken to
Look, your
Stanley
favorite
Cup.
girl, Tangerine is in it.
no.
Yeah, she produced the movie.
Stop.
I ran into her once and I'm like, hey, I just saw you. And she's like, what are you doing watching that movie?
That sounds like some character would say.
But she's like, yeah, you were in it. And it's like, no, I produced it.
Love and Chicken?
Yeah. Okay, imagine,
I don't even know.
Chicken and Love.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
What? Oh. My oh.
No, this mouth is over.
I mean, open your G leg. Put it where your juice is.
You know what I'm gonna do? All right.
Juice on my G leg?
Yeah.
You're insane.
Next time we do the show in the same room, what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do it all with one camera, but I might have a cameraman, and he'll just like zoom in on who.
Who are we gonna pay to be a cameraman?
There's hookers on the street, right?
No.
Was that a movie or a show?
It was a movie. They might have spin off into a show.
I hate it. Not just being in the same room.
But like,
It's a conversation.
I wanted to watch a movie that was a rom-com, and it was an urban rom-com.
There's no-
my instinct was to not watch it. And I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Have you ever seen
The Best Thing?
The Best Man?
Both the white one and the black one.
What's the white? The best.
The white one's about it's a political hire about becoming the president.
They
Kind of like that, but it's the best one. So it's like you know how it has like
called
deep,
The Best.
you know how it has deep impact, and then Armageddon, and then the porno like deeper impact. You know, so it's like that.
Have you ever seen Love and Basketball?
I don't like basketball.
You don't have to like basketball. It has to not like it.
I'm in that.
Oh my god.
What
is Oz
talking about?
Oz in love with basketball? No, he's not.
Yeah,
I'm in a crowd scene. Like I'd have to.
but you can see him on it.
Really?
Love?
You can really see me in Never Been
Is
Kissed.
it Chicken About Love? Is that the movie?
I thought it was Love and Chicken. No, it's not Chicken About Love. No,
Chicken about love.
no, that's white people in it.
Okay.
Oh, so that's like
I'm not
chicken.
sure Love and Chicken.
That's like chicken. Like they're afraid.
Yeah, where's my phone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Okay. Okay.
That's what you get there. You wanted a live show.
We always do a live show.
Yeah, but you want to do it in the same room.
I don't even understand why I have less control when I can touch you. Jesus Christ, Mo. Jay, please pass the phone so we can
Oh, it's right there next to my iPad.
You can't. Jay, you gotta get it. Reach it. You got long arms. There it is. Thank you, Jay. Okay. Come on.
Okay.
Look, this is Jay type behavior. And Jay's actually doing good today. Jay's out here.
I found a chicken restaurant called Love.
Oh,
I need
Jay,
Well, you mentioned love and chicken, and he's all over it.
right. Let's table the love and chicken discussion. In fact,
Next week.
we'll have Tangerine on as a guest.
Is
We'll
it
talk about her
some
production
chicken
of
grease?
Love and Chicken, even though I'm sure she did not do it. Actually, I'm not sure, but I hope.
Is she credited as Tangerine?
Yeah, she's always credited as Tangerine.
Okay. I'm gonna put love and
It's
chicken.
just not spelled
Wait,
Tangerine.
is it love, peace, and chicken grease?
Her name, Love, Peace, and Chicken Grease. Is that?
That might
I
be
got a
the
message for tangerine garlic chicken.
No, listen. You're spelling tangerine like the fruit, and that's not how tangerine spells her name.
Oh
Of
my
course,
god!
she's black.
Of course not.
Why
How
are you such a
does she-
racist?
I'm saying if black people just spell shit normal, I could find it.
There's a J in it.
Oh my god, I love J's.
I don't know if you do. Tanj.
TNJ, that's what I have.
Okay. And then A ring.
Okay, love and chicken tangerine.
Yeah. I didn't realize this is how.
See, that's how Indians spell it.
I found Tangerine the movie.
damn.
All right,
Maybe
I'm
she's
gonna-
on the internet.
It's about a black girl and a white girl.
What's that? What's the synopsis for Tangerine the movie? Oh, you know what? Actually, I've seen that.
Of course you have.
No, I actually have. It was a good movie.
Is this a hooker movie?
you
No.
said a rich woman falls in love with a chicken fryer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm.
We could just do our
It's-
show.
Dude,
It's
all of the
Christmas Eve in Tinseltown
Oh,
and Cindy.
It turns out I am racist.
I know you're racist.
It's called Love for Sale.
See? Exactly.
There was no way I
That's
was
totally
gonna find
different
that.
than love and
Listen.
chicken.
Listen. All I know is
Okay,
that
obviously it's up to me. I'm gonna have to get the show rolling. I thought you were doing that, but okay, this is my thing.
I
now,
just-
guess.
I'm thrown off by Moses' racist.
Review. Like review.
Do it.
Well, not like that, but like
See,
Good.
She spells it with two E's. Oh my
yeah. See, this is the benefit.
There,
of
and
being
there's
in the
no
same
I.
room. I can look at Jay like, good job. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Jay.
So
I don't even know if I'm speaking to you for the next like 5 to 8 minutes. Friggin' loving chicken. I'm
I
so
love
disappointed.
chicken.
You look, listen. I don't even know. You might not quite have tenure yet. You might have a few months on you. Be careful. We might be done loving chicken. I love a chicken you. Look, I'll chicken you till you love me. Okay.
Plucker. Bring that one back.
Yeah. Comic book
Damn,
reviews.
she's
Let's
hot,
go.
though.
No. You know what? Let's talk about Sonic first. Can you talk about Sonic first?
we can talk about Sonic first.
Thank you. I appreciate
That's so awesome.
it. All right.
You wanna go ahead and tell us what Sonic 69 is about?
Jay, you know you need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, put yourself on the screen, Jeff.
All right.
I would have done it for you if I could.
Sonic 69 is the start of a brand new arc. They're having an extreme gear race for charity to help the restoration, and people behind the scenes are doing their best to get Sonic and Co. kicked out of the race through nefarious means. And Dr. Eggman comes because he didn't like how the race committee was making fun of him in order to help Sonic figure out what's going on and kind of take over the thing from the inside out.
Yeah. No, that's it, Jay. Good job. Yeah. Oz, did you read this book?
Did I what? Sorry, I was still looking
read
at pictures of Tangerine. What?
Did you get to read this book?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. What was your take on it, Oz? What did you think of Sonic the Hedgehog number 69?
I mean, Jay says it's the first issue of a new arc, but I mean, there's a recap at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's still stuff going on.
Yeah, so I guess it could be like would it be like the number 1 of the new arc or the issue 0 where you're still it's got some stuff from the previous arc?
It's like a never-ending story.
All right, so it's an ongoing book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay, I
ongoing.
see.
Never-ending story.
But I do like that they have that recap at the beginning because like I didn't know who that green dude was,
Right.
and now I do. I mean, not right now because I forget, but he's a rich businessman with a gold tooth. I know that.
You remember his name, Joe?
No.
Yeah.
He's a possum. He's a possum, right?
Is he a possum?
Possum.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know he's a criminal, underworld criminal who basically salvages and sells tech.
Yeah. So he's like one of these like criminals that pose as a legitimate businessman type, like one of those.
Right.
He's a mob boss.
Right.
So, how'd you feel about the art, Alice?
The art was fine. I mean, it's all cartoony, like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
There's no like, well, I can't say it was amazing, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's based. Well, I don't know if I don't know if I could say it's based on a cartoon, but it's cartoony, and there's nothing wrong with it. Clutch
Right.
the opossum. No, Clutch the opossum.
Clutch the opossum.
Right.
He's a seedy businessman.
So, Jay, you've been reading Sonic the Hedgehog all this time?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is like you just being current on Sonic.
Yeah.
Is there a lead up to this moment in the book that like this is kind of like a payoff for, or is it just like what's happening next in Sonic?
Yeah, it's just what's happening now.
Got it. Okay. Okay. And how did you like the art?
The art, oh, great as usual.
Yeah,
Like,
it's pretty consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think you have the thing there. Who's the writer and the artist and the color artist?
It is. These are all great questions.
The story's by Evan Stanley, inks by Min Ho Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You care about the color guy?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Especially with Sonic, like you have to talk about. I think the colors in the Sonic book.
Colors by Reggie Graham, but he's got 2 assistants. So
Okay.
maybe they should get
exactly.
I just rarely ever see like an assistant for the colorist, but Jonathan Dobbs and Rick Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, did you pick this book because of the Sonic Racers aspect?
No, I picked it because it's 69.
By the way, it did bug me a little bit that everybody has goggles and only like one dude wears them.
Well, Sonic used to go fast. Like he don't even need.
Right.
I know. Why's he got them?
Board.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I hate this book.
Really?
Amy's the
Oh,
cool
dude.
one. She didn't even bring any goggles. She's like, "Fuck y'all." I'm Amy.
Like it was like a slog for me reading this, and it might have been different if I had been reading Sonic, but I don't think so because And I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna sound crazy, and it feels a little crazy even to me. But as those of you that have listened to the show or watched the show for a while, like Jay and I grew up together, and when we growing up, video game wise, like I was primarily the Nintendo guy, and Jay was primarily the Sega guy. Even though Jay had all of them, but Jay was primarily the Sega.
Tried to buy his love.
I don't know if they tried to buy his love. I just look, he had two. Turns out, But anyway,
we also had a bunch of siblings too, so it's like, yeah, like you gotta get everything done and stop fucking around with each other.
Right. But Jay was a huge Sonic fan growing up, and Jay and I would like go to each other's houses and play video games. But I would go to play Sega stuff at Jay's house because Jay is the one that had the Sega. And I remember when Jay got like Sega CD and playing Sonic CD and like looking at the opening for Sonic CD. And that is pretty much like, I want Sonic the Hedgehog to be that. Like since then, I've always wanted Sonic the Hedgehog to be that. Like that opening, and a lot doesn't even happen in that opening. It's only like a minute long. But that's the tone for me. And it's like even like the animation, like the design, character design for Sonic, isn't even as good as like what Sonic has become. But something about the tone of it where it's like it just kind of feels like Sonic's like in action. You know what I'm saying? Like Sonic's like trying to overcome some stuff. And like Sonic just never reaches that height for me in anything. Honestly, the movie might have come the closest, like the first Sonic movie, which they couldn't even replicate in the second one.
I feel like I've told you what to read, but you don't read it.
You have.
It's because the IDW comic starts off with the Metal Virus arc, and that is literally the high point of Sonic. Like, it is amazing, and you would love it if you read it.
Okay.
Also, there are a couple miniseries like Sonic Adjacent, Sonic the Hedgehog Bad Guys, Sonic the Hedgehog. Say again?
Sonic and Jason?
Adjacent.
Oh,
and Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome, which would actually be really good reading for this current art. But yeah, those are amazing. Like those are what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just not reading them.
Hey, that could be the case. But yeah, this is not what I want. And I was just like, it took me like legit. It took me like a day and a half to read this book. Because I was like, start, stop. And I was like, oh, I think I finished. But then I went back and I was like, oh, I didn't finish. And I was like, oh.
Did you get to read it, Mama?
No.
Okay.
So I got a question. Because I felt something missing. Like I read this whole book. I went through it twice. There's no Wade Whipple. And then I figured, well, it's Knuckles isn't even in this. So maybe Tom Wachowski is in it. And I couldn't find him either.
There it is.
So what the hell kind of book is this? Like
a good book.
What? fake ass Sonic book.
Yeah.
With none of the characters that matter from the movie.
Yeah, seriously watching the Knuckles 3 or the Knuckles show, whatever. I was just glad that the books exist.
Yeah, look, this book was better than the Knuckles TV show. I'll give it that, but that's not a high bar. I'm just like,
yeah, but legit, like the metal art is better than all of the live action Sonic stuff
Okay.
that we've gotten.
And
Hell, Bad Guys is better than all the Sonic shit we've gotten.
the metal art is a art inside this series of Sonic books that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking about it, and I feel like the tone of what I would like from Sonic, it's probably like along the lines of like Last Airbender or like Legend of Korra. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like kind of serious, but lighter sometimes, a little. Like it sounds like a certain amount of drama to it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of characters in Sonic, and those characters can potentially like be interesting. But and again, this might just be me like not knowing enough about like Sonic and lore and stuff, because like the only character other than Sonic that I know anything about from like the standpoint of like, okay, like I know a little bit about like their personality and like where they come from is like Tails, and then I guess like Shadow.
Yeah, Timebot is asking, is Shadow in it? He goes, it's the year of Shadow.
Yeah.
He's not in this issue. He is in the IDW series. He actually almost killed Eggman, but Sonic was like, don't. And unfortunately, he went on to create the metal virus.
There it is.
It is the year of Shadow. He's even getting an update for the last Sonic game. It's getting put into it. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. So, yeah. So, what else do you want to say about Sonic the Hedgehog 69 before we give it a rate?
I
What'd you say?
I wish I would have read.
I will say this has a lot of cool character moments in it. I know the characters you don't care about, but like, Duo walking in on Surge and Kit was like pretty funny, like interesting, and Robot, like Eggman showing up at the diner and everyone is scared and he just orders eggs. Give Sonic a board. And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. I enjoyed it.
Cool. All right. Well, rate it. Alex, what would you rate Sonic the Hedgehog number 69?
I'm probably gonna go with 4. It loses a point for no Wade Whipple. No, it's 4, and yeah, I guess it's the beginning of a new arc, so you can just pick it up. Though it might make you want to read the previous books too.
Okay. Jay, what would you rate Sonic the Hedgehog number 69?
I'd give it a 5. It's like consistent, good. It forwards the story. Despite some disparaging things I've heard, I really get a kick out of this book.
Okay. As for myself, I would go ahead. I'm gonna give it a 2. For me, I think it's more about like the art and character design and that, like, all that's really good and feels like Sonic.
What did you think of Surge's design?
Which one is that?
The green one?
Oh, the wait, that guy's not named Surge, is it?
Not the possum, the speedster.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. It was fine, I guess. I mean, like a lot of the Sonic characters start looking alike, even though I know they're different animals. And I know that's partially by design, but And some of them, I know some of them are like very similar animals. Like there's like what, like 3 characters or 2 characters that are like, okay, Sonic's a hedgehog, and then there's like another one that's like not called a hedgehog, but it's basically a hedgehog.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
look, to be fair, Surge is a Tenrec,
Right.
which looks like a hedgehog.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the
So-
actual, like it looks like a hedgehog.
Right.
Yeah, Tenrecs and hedgehogs
Yeah.
are basically the same animal.
Right.
Echidnas too, right?
I think
Echidnas, yeah, pretty much.
yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So yeah. So I understand. Oh, good. Oh, that's me. I'm interrupting myself.
Explain to yourself, yeah.
I'm interrupting myself. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like I don't know that Surge's design was necessarily like one for me that like stood out.
You gotta see her running side by side with Sonic.
Oh, what happened?
When they run side by side, yeah, it looks really good. Like visually, it's awesome.
Now, and that's only a comic book character, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I
No,
mean the story is good, but
gotcha. But yeah, it's not for me. I mean, I guess that's okay. Like, it's like I'm sure it's a better book. It's just not my type of thing, I think. And maybe it's different if I read it at the beginning, but I don't know.
maybe. I know the fandom is kind of split right now.
On Surge?
No,
Or on the comic? Oh, what? Why they split?
Nothing. It's like since the Metal Virus, nothing has really gotten as big or threatening since then.
How long ago was Metal Virus?
Like literally, like after the introductions and the Finding Eggman,
That's like in the first
basically
10 issues?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, you said it was like some of the best stuff. So
Mhm.
that's unfortunate. That's a lot of issues to be like, oh,
Well, not ho hum, but people want bigger, and they might be like getting hamstrung by Sega.
gotcha. Gotcha. And Mo, what would you rate the rating?
It's about a 3.
That's fair. That's fair.
We have a caller.
Caller, you are the 5th member of Fantastic Forum. Tell people who you are, where you're coming from, and what you want to talk about.
Hello, I'm Derek H. Calling in from NoHo with all the hoes. I was calling because I was feeling bad because I was starting to really dislike you guys, but I'm doing my best to take all the hate out of my heart. So,
Yes.
hello, Joe. I'm trying to say
Hi.
hi, Joe, even though that goes against everything in my being. The thing is that how do I say this? I like sci-fi, fantasy, video game, comic book stuff, like all the nerd stuff. I like it, but I don't want to blame it all on you guys. It's not all you guys. You guys don't have that much power over me. But but fandom makes me feel stupid for liking it, for liking nerd stuff. Like I thought Acolyte, which is probably what I want to talk about. That's probably the main thing. The Acolyte, I thought was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
the stuff I'm seeing and hearing that on the internet, maybe it's just the internet, I don't know, makes me feel like I'm an idiot for liking it because they say it's trash. It's not only trash, it's shit. It's the worst ever. Like nobody should like it. It's a fan film. I'm like, I thought it was pretty good. I thought this is what everybody wanted. They wanted some non-Skywalker Star Wars stuff. That's
Mm-hmm.
what this is. And they're saying No, it's woke because of course it's got girls in it, so it's got they hate it.
And braids.
Yeah, with braids. Good lord, are they black? Are they supposed to be? They're black in space. I don't read this.
Like they're black in space.
and lesbians too. Are they all lesbians? There's no men there.
No lesbians.
Yeah, we can't take that. They might kiss each other or are so affectionate, and it made me feel like I'm an idiot because I'm sitting here like, oh, this is interesting. It's like a whole new side of the Jedi and stuff. And because I was watching it last night, and they came in, and everybody was scared of them, and the Jedi was like, hey, look, we don't steal children. That's not what we do. And then they went and said, you know, it's illegal to train children, right? You can't be doing that. So they're gonna have to come with us. I'm like, y'all are stealing children. Y'all like literally the second, like the sentence after they were like, Jedi we don't steal children. They're like, your children gonna have to come with us. We'll pick them up and we're gonna take them away. And then like that the story. If people complain about the goofy part of the story is that that everybody showed up dead. Like this girl set a piece of paper on fire, and that somehow lit a door on fire, which looks like they were living in a mountain cave or something. I don't know. He set stone on fire, but that set everything on fire. And 2 seconds, it's almost like they were on like living in a Wookiee treehouse or something, where everything is made out of wood, where everything just went up in flames in 10 seconds. And then the girl walked out into the main room, and everybody's laying down dead. I was like, well, who could have killed them? And then the Jedi walks by, like, why is the Jedi even there? Oh, because he killed everybody. He killed everybody in that coven. That's why he was there. It's obvious. We don't steal children though. And I thought, and then a girl, both of the girls fall off, and I was like, well, the Jedi, he's gonna use the Jedi magic to lift the bridge or whatever. Nope, he hangs on one girl. Looks like he's struggling. I'm like, just a half hour ago, 1 episode ago, you held this girl out flat like a board over a snowy mountain ridge like it was nothing, and now you're like struggling to hold on to a 100-pound girl. Like, what the hell is this?
Well, it was a flashback though,
and
so he could be stronger later than he was then.
Oh, so he was more like, okay, who's making you feel like you're dumb for
you guys. I love, yeah. Oscar's way back then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we didn't have anything but good things to say about that.
I mean, that's some bad things to say.
Oh no,
it wasn't like overall trash.
Oh, what did you say?
That's what Tiger Claw is saying. That's exactly what I complained about last week.
What did Tiger Claw say?
About there was a fire burning in space.
Right, but what I'm asking is like, who's making who feel stupid for liking it? Because I know even when we reviewed it last week, we didn't make you feel like you're stupid for liking it.
It's not only Acolyte, all of fandom.
No. Hold on, but who are you listening to about Acolyte other than us? Like, that's my point. Don't listen to them.
First of all,
they're making you feel stupid. We're here to elevate
because I come here. I was like, I want to listen to Acolyte. I want to hear what Fantasy Forum has to say about the latest Star Wars thing. And the first thing I hear is Jay saying, I'm not gonna watch it. I'll watch it later on my own time.
Jay, I did say that I was going to wait for it to finish.
But that's not making him feel stupid. Look, if you feel stupid from that, you might be stupid.
Listen, like Jay is just talking about his preference and how to watch the show, but ultimately he wants to watch it.
He'll read Sonic 50. He'll read Sonic 69 all day long though. That's right on his list. He's like, the new Sonic. Wait, the new Sonic Hedgehog comic book is out.
So much.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Either way, all we do is just give our opinion.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody's making you feel stupid, let us know. And more importantly, like, what are you doing giving them numbers and not us?
I mean, I'll admit, I was tempted to watch, like, one of the YouTubers I watched just was calling it shit, and I was like kind of interested to find out why. But then I remember, like, oh yeah, there's black people and a female lead. It's like that's probably the main issues.
And if we
like,
talk shit, it ain't gonna be for that.
It's funny. It reminds me of like way back. Remember when Dragon Age Inquisition came out, and there were people who were like, "Dude, there weren't any black people in the last one. Now there's like 3." Like seriously? Like that's your issue? Like there's 3 black people and there weren't any before.
Yo, white dudes or straight white dudes, generally speaking,
it was black. Like it was a black dude talking about like why are there so many black people in the game now?
Straight dudes, white dudes on the inside, even when they're covered in black skin, get very put out when they're not centered, you know. And it's just, I mean, look, same thing happened with Assassin's Creed recently, right? With the Assassin's Creed Shadows, where you know it had, like there was a big hubbub about them having Yasuke in this joint, the Black Samurai, like in the new Assassin's Creed game. So much so that I was like, damn, they're doing a whole Assassin's Creed game about a black samurai? I'm like, samurais don't even like sneak around and assassinate. And it turned out
it's a little part of the game.
Well, no, there's 2 protagonists. I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was a whole second person because everybody was talking about this dude and having why. And I'm like, the guy's a real guy. And Assassin's Creed do history stuff, and I was sitting here thinking like, well, they're doing a whole like Assassin's Creed game about the Black Samurai. I can understand like a little bit in my mind. I was like, if you're gonna do an Assassin's Creed game like in Japan, there probably should be like an Asian person in it. And turned out it was a whole Asian in the joint. Right, exactly. And I'm like, oh, so this is about white dudes. That's what this is about.
You know, and then when you on the other side, you try to watch a movie about fried chicken and romance.
Oh,
Jesus.
Again with this love.
Well, why isn't there a space on the internet for me to go to when I'm after the show goes off the air, I go to the internet to see what I'm supposed to think about it because I can't think for myself. Why can't I go to where to see what the fantasy forum had to say? I have to wait a week and I turn it on and this is not even on the roster. I get to learn about the new Sonic the Hedgehog book and watch Charlie Clark.
We talked about it last time. Where were you?
It's every damn week. You know that.
No. Well, he wants to hear it.
He wants an episode by episode recap.
I mean, listen,
that's exactly what I want.
I'll tell you this: I don't want to watch another episode of it. So there's my opinion. Every week I'm going to say I don't want to watch this week's episode of The Acolyte.
Did you watch this past week's episode?
Nah, I didn't even want to watch the first 2.
Oh,
like watching that show. I haven't felt that gross taking in media since I read If I Did It because it felt the same.
What? Wait, why did you read it? Why did you read If I Did It?
He could access
I wanted to see how he did it.
But wait, why did the Acolyte make you feel that? It's like we talked about the joint last week. I don't remember.
I told you it's a story about an apprentice trying to gain the approval and power of her master. Written, directed, and created by Harvey Weinstein's assistant.
Yeah, you vote for Trump.
Don't even pretend that you have an ethical you don't like this for ethical reasons. That's crazy.
I was like,
No, I don't like it
Weinstein's
because it's badly written. It's poorly done. It
Weinstein's
cost $100 million.
Isn't
It
Harvey
looks like
Weinstein-
it was like a quarter of that.
It's not poorly written. It's not poorly done.
It's poorly written. Look, there's a moment that she hesitates to take the shot on her sister because she's not sure, and so she takes the shot and misses on purpose. It was a fucking stun gun. It wasn't gonna kill her.
Yeah, but she's not sure if she wants to catch her.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so when your wife is like running from the TSA or whatever, the next time you guys go on a flight and you have to trip her to slow her down, and you hesitate, does that make you a little pussy?
Hold on. If she did it, I'm not hesitating.
Oh,
like if she did something, hey,
those valves be shit.
Oh,
damn.
I'm like, does your wife know that?
Yeah.
I'll support her, but I ain't breaking the law.
I'm just saying that the idea that a person might be conflicted about turning in a loved one, whether they do it or not. Like, I'm not saying, like, there's anything wrong with people who have had loved ones that have done something wrong and they decide to turn them in. What I'm saying is the idea that someone might be conflicted about the choice of doing that. Like, you're saying that's bad writing. That makes me feel like that.
If they did it, fuck them. They should have done
doesn't
it.
feel intellectually honest. Like, I think that you can understand that a person.
We're not. Homegirl did not like steal a loaf of bread. She's fucking murdering people.
I mean, but you're saying that people don't have family members that are murderers that they think twice about turning into.
No, I'm still thinking like with Weinstein, like Weinstein's the bad guy.
Yeah,
and I get it, but he's always also been the dude's like, we shouldn't really just listen to women, believe all women. Like he complained about believe all women as a sentiment.
Well, because that presumes that no woman will ever lie, and some do.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden, for Weinstein's assistant, like, what if it's like, he's the one
because there was a lot of evidence against Weinstein. Like, dude,
there's a lot of evidence against Trump.
Did she testify for him?
What's that?
Did she testify to get him off the hook?
I'm trying like
I don't see why he's not invested in it. Where it's like he's a Trump supporter.
Harvey Weinstein is a big time producer of movies. Like 75% of the people that make movies have worked with him at some point or another. And I understand his assistant may have worked closer with him, but
his assistant may have allegedly supplied him.
I mean, okay, but is someone bringing charges on that, or has that been proven?
That's why I said allegedly.
So has there been any allegations even?
Look,
Brad,
there's been allegations. If you can't prove it, like, you have to say allegedly.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, why are we holding her to the standard as opposed to like any other person that's acted in anything? Like you like that stuff that other people that are associated with Harvey Weinstein have.
Quentin Tarantino,
right?
The Wayans brothers.
Have the Wayans brothers worked with Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, Scary Movie was.
Oh, there it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we holding this person to a different standard than everybody else in Hollywood? And it's like, at that point, it feels like. Well, I mean, it's not because she's a woman. It's
the only one he ever gave a fuck about.
Well, I'm just saying, I think it has to do with the content of the show.
Well, the show also sucks.
He would already had that opinion before he saw the show.
Okay, and then why do you form that opinion before you?
Because he's a woman.
I don't think it's about.
So all this is why
he's like, oh, Brad Pitt doing Star Wars.
So this is why I have to go to YouTube and do a search on Acolyte episode 3 review, and I get Screen Crush and Critical Drinker, and not I never see Fantastic Forum up there.
You want us to do an episode by episode?
I never see Fantastic Forum for so that's why? Is that because Oscar just says because Harvey Weinstein?
This is what we do. We talk about it at the beginning. We talk about it at the beginning. And we talk about it at the end.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Okay.
That's our modus operandi.
So Sonic the Hedgehog is done.
We always say,
Part of
let
the
us know what
episode.
you want us to talk about in the comments.
I just
It's not in the
every
comments.
goddamn week I call into this place and tell you guys what I want, and you guys tell me I'm stupid, and you just said I was stupid, and
I didn't say
Oscar,
you're stupid. I said you might.
Okay.
I've never said that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want us to do a weekly recap of the Acolyte, Derek, like
I want
will
to feel
tell you
good
that-
about.
Huh?
You tell me what? That you're gonna tell me that you're not gonna
Oh,
do
something
it. Go ahead.
Wait, say it again, Derek.
I'm just waiting to hear you say you're not gonna do it.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is like, if you genuinely are asking for that, it's like I would consider doing that. Like I know I'm
We're
gonna be
watching it, right?
But there's 4 of us.
So
We
it's
could
like,
We
you
could
can talk
watch
about it at the top of the show.
talk about it at the top of the show, or we have a TikTok, we have Instagram Reels. There's different ways where we could do that content, even if we're producing, because we produce our show, believe it or not, 3-4 weeks in advance. So we're not gonna do episode by episode shit like that. But we can add it to it, like Joe said at the top of the show. We always say, hey, we read the comments. You know?
Yeah. And listen, so you're saying that, Derek. Here's what I'll do, Derek.
Next week,
I will commit to doing a recap of next week's episode of The Acolyte, especially for you because you've requested it.
on Fantastic Forum on Instagram.
You want to do it on Instagram? Okay. Will that work?
Look, that's all I'm asking. I look at all these people and I see overriding opinion. You know, like, well, I don't have that opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. And do that for everything. Say, well, maybe Fantastic Forum has a different way. And I tune into Fantastic Forum, and here's Jay saying, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait till 3 months from now. Maybe then I'll watch it. So I'm like, well, so am I an idiot?
Wait, hold on.
And then
If you're Derek, if you're saying you're watching all these people on YouTube and they all have a certain opinion of this show specifically or whatever media you wanna consume, but your opinion is different. How about this? You let us know what you want to talk about, and we'll give you some time, and you give that different opinion because hey, maybe all those YouTubers are wrong. They're just trying to get
Just
clicks.
tell us what you want to hear from us.
No.
That's what we're doing right now.
No. Forget what he wants to hear from us because look, I hate the Acolyte. Don't care what you guys think of the Acolyte, but Derek seems to love the show, so let's give him time to tell why he loves the show. Jay has convinced me to like stuff that I didn't like before.
Like
maybe Derek sees something I missed.
The beauty of Fantastic Forum, at least to us, is that there are 4 of us, and chances are the 4 of us are going to have like different opinions. Like, and that's like Acolyte is a show like I'm going to watch that joint week in and week out. It's like Mo and Joe both like the show, but they both might wait till it's at the end to watch it all, and they might do that for different reasons. Us is like I'm totally out, you know, and you know. Say what?
It doesn't help that it doesn't come out until like 6 p.m.
6 p.m. is not late.
I just said it.
Yeah, like there you go, making him feel stupid for wanting a schedule.
I'm not making I'm making him feel old.
The man wakes up at 3 in the morning.
Like, of the body of a 77-year-old.
Jay does not wake up 3 o'clock in the morning.
Here's my second thing. Here's my second thing I'm sick of.
Okay.
Fake fan trailers. I saw 2 of them today. 2 of them today. I saw fake fan trailers of movies I thought I was gonna be interested in.
Yeah.
And I got halfway through. I was like, wait a minute, it's kind of a shitty trailer. And then in the end, it's like fan made films or whatever. Like, what is that? Who cares about this? This one I saw was a Barbarella, a remake of Barbarella. which I think would have been really interesting in these days. I'm like, they can't remake that movie now. That's not gonna happen. That's gonna be really weird how you do that. And then I see it's like fan made films coming next year. Like, what the hell? It's not even a real trailer. It's the Alien trailer and some Madam Web shit from Sydney Sweeney. I was like, I don't want. You got me.
Damn.
Okay, you got me. Like, how much you get paid for me clicking on this? And then there's another one, a Cyberpunk 2077 trailer, which was going to be Keanu Reeves and the what's that girl? Margot Robbie. Is it Keanu? I was like, oh, that's gonna be interesting. Let me look at that trailer. All right, this is clips from a goddamn video game that somebody put together. It's like it's a homemade trailer by Bob Asshole. Like, I don't. Why do people do that?
Asshole.
You know what really bugs, because I get those too. What really bugs me is I'll block that channel and then I'll look up a trailer and boom, it's right there. Even though it's a channel that I've specifically blocked because I don't want to watch their stupid fan made shit.
I don't have a problem with fan made trailers, but I usually can tell the difference.
But they're promoted as though they're like the actual movie trailer.
No,
like
I agree. I agree. Yeah. And it's not like, and they do that specifically so you'll click on it. And I agree with that aspect. Like, it'd be nice if they just were like upfront. But I think they understand that if it was upfront, less people will be watching. And that
because they suck.
I mean, it's not because they suck.
They suck.
If they didn't suck, they wouldn't need to trick you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, like, it's just another way to express fandom. Like, in the same way how people do fan art. It's like, but what I will say is it would be nice if people would get on the same page and be like, hey, like, we want you to know that this isn't the real deal. Like,
how come people aren't drawing like Jubilee bikini pics and putting them up on the page saying, coming soon, Jubilee #1. Like, y'all, oh, Jubilee's getting a comic book where she's jumping around in swimsuits with Rogue. That's incredible. That's gonna be an incredible book, everybody. Oh no, this is a fan made trailer for a comic book that's never gonna come out.
Well, but I know that I've seen art for comic book characters I like, and it's been good enough that I'm thinking like, oh, that looks like it might be like an actual page from a comic. I'm like, what book is that? When's that coming out? And then it turns out just to be fan art, and I'm like, oh. And it's not like I'm mad at it. Again, it's just like I'm like, man, I wish Marvel.
If it's specifically promoted as a cover from an upcoming comic book, but this is gonna be out soon.
No, like I don't like. I've seen some fan art that have been covers or cover worthy, but yeah. So, but recently. Look, that was you, Jay, right? That posted that Sonic trailer in our Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not to be.
Was that not real?
No.
And then he put another one that was like a Red Hulk one.
Oh, I didn't see the Red Hulk.
Real.
Yeah, and see that's the thing though. Like, I feel like the comic, like the hardcore comic book stuff. It's like I always know. Like I'm just like, oh no, like that's not a thing because you don't like, especially these days. Comic book trailers don't just get like shadow drop. Like when it's coming. Like they promote the promotion of the promotion.
I didn't like that take post
of the Sonic.
No, the other one, the Hulk one.
Oh, the Hulk.
Which one was the Hulk one?
The Red Hulk movie.
Yeah, the Red Hulk movie or some shit. It was on our Discord.
Okay, it's on our Discord.
Yeah.
I commented on it. I'm like, it's either fake. Shit.
Also,
because I also don't put it past like the way they did the weird like facial shit. Like I don't put it past the Marvel to do that as special effects, because they always cut the fucking
budget.
The budget, yeah. And it's like it looked like they just painted some of the assets for Incredible red. Mm-hmm. So like I don't put it past them to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that was my bad.
Derek,
They tricked me.
You could also jump into our Discord to talk about
Well, that's where you see the fake trailers.
TV and movies.
Yeah, well, that Galactus one was a fake ass one too.
This one?
Yeah.
Was that the one for that?
But I'll do a video.
It was one about that one.
No, Screen Culture only does fake trailers. Like that's their
They call it so screen culture because you'll think it's Screen Crush and accidentally click on it.
Right. Yeah, Screen Crush.
That's one of the ones I blocked. And I'll look up a trailer, and if it's not actually out, they're the first one to pop up, and I hate it.
Don't believe any trailer that doesn't come from like a major news source or the actual company. Like that's really like as soon as I see a trailer, I look to see who published it, and if it's not like friggin' Marvel, Sony.
Well, I was looking for leaked footage because they showed trailers at like some convention or something.
Yeah, like
yeah, but then leak. Well, okay, yeah, I guess technically you're not gonna do leak.
Like I don't even care if it's like a crappy cam footage of it. I just
Right.
want to see what it was.
Right, I hear that. Yeah, you got to get your trusted sources for that kind of stuff.
I thought we could trust our Discord.
I don't trust nobody.
Look,
apparently I am. What do you call it? Dumb.
See, Derek? See what you've
Well,
done?
this is the whole reason. This is the whole reason I was trying. When after an episode of something in the nerd culture comes out, I go to look to see what Fantastic Forum has to say, and they're not there. And so I'm like, oh, maybe I'm stupid because Fantastic Forum ain't into this. They don't like whatever this is.
That is a distinct possibility.
No. Derek, don't feel that. What I am going to tell you is if you like something and you watch it, enjoy it, and don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
That is true.
If you like it, it's like there's no such thing as guilty pleasures and shit with music and fandom shit. If you like it, you fucking like it. And that's it. And somebody gives you shit about them, tell them to suck my dick.
That's what you should do.
Hey Oscar, can you go over there and suck Oscar's dick and suck Moses'
My own dick? Hold on. I can't.
Oh, he'll do both. He'll do both.
Don't listen to me. I'm such a raging alcoholic. I make my own stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Taking Tugboat says, is Jay thinking gullible? Yes, I was thinking gullible.
Oh.
I am gullible.
I mean, I don't know if you're gullible, Jay. I just think you don't care enough to.
You're not as invested in like, oh man, the new trailer.
Yeah. Jay's like, oh, that looks cool. That's Discord. That's the full thought process.
He just wants to be active in our Discord.
Yeah,
Because you will always ignore everything.
Jay's just happy to be included.
When the new Deadpool movie comes out and I go see the new Deadpool movie, I'm gonna come home that day and I'm gonna look on the internet and see, oh, what everybody think about it? I thought it was kind of cool or whatever. And I know for a fact there's not gonna be anything from Fantastic Forum to see what everybody thought.
Well, we're gonna watch it at Comic-Con.
I'm a little disappointed by the lack of cocaine, but they do point it out, so that's something at least.
We might live stream something from Comic-Con.
That's what I'm saying. It comes out during Comic-Con, Derek.
Okay.
So stay tuned, like and subscribe.
Hit the bell because we might be at a bar and live stream from a bar.
But better yet, come to San Diego and come watch it with us, Derek.
He's not.
I'm not going to San Diego.
Come on.
He also doesn't want to hang out with us.
I mean,
he's traumatized.
He can't hang out with me. I'm too drunk.
Okay. Next week I'll call and ask you where you guys are in the whole Israel-Palestine side.
That's easy.
Oh, yeah, Israel-Palestine? What comic is that about?
I'm not allowed to express my opinion on that.
You're not.
It's only a matter of time before they come out with some comic book where Israel's like cats and Palestinians are mice or something.
Oh, mouse.
Something like. There you go.
But that was like
the graphic novel.
Yeah, that was mouse, like the actual bad guy.
Yeah, no. Were the Nazis mice?
No, I mean,
No, the
cats.
Jews were mice.
Yeah.
The Nazis were cats.
Yeah, no, mouse was awesome.
And according to Hitler, the Jews are mice.
And now
Yeah.
he's
I'm
dead.
glad that guy's dead.
Hitler?
Yeah.
So I thought the guy that made mouse.
No,
I sound sad about that.
he's still
You sound
alive.
like he was
right?
sad.
Yeah, I'm glad he's alive. But I'm glad Hitler's dead. Like, fuck that guy.
You know, yeah.
Okay, bye everybody. I'm gonna go go watch some recaps. Next week I'll watch Acolyte and see what you guys had to say about it.
All right.
Just for the
Bye.
record, Derek, I liked this past 6 episodes. I thought it was great. I'm excited for more.
And I'm glad
I like it because I think it's starting to show the duality of the Jedi, that everybody didn't really love the Jedi. The Jedi aren't really all good, and there's a lot of bad parts. Because when she was packing her stuff, I was like, that Jedi's gonna take all that stuff and throw it out the airlock as soon as you show up. Like all that stuff that you love, that you're trying to say,
Right.
that you put in a little bit back. He's like, can't keep none of this. All this shit's got to go. And also, you're too old anyway. You're 9 years old, so you shouldn't love your mom anyway. I was waiting for him to get all that, and I don't know.
This all takes place just before the downfall of the Jedi, because they were slipping into corruption and I forget the words. I'm drunk, but
I feel like
they're messing up.
corruption's a strong
They're-
word.
They're effing around, and they were about to find out.
That might be true. All right. Thanks for calling in, Derek.
Bye, everybody, and don't
Later.
watch any of that TMNT stuff that Ty Claw's trying to get you to watch. It's all furry porn. So don't.
Wait,
don't
watch?
read
I
any of
thought he
that.
was talking about books. It's not books.
Don't read it. Don't look at it. Don't flip the pages. It's all furry porn.
Derek called on
I mean, you're like,
what is it?
Dude, I wish.
yeah, turtles don't have fur.
Well, furry, scaly, doesn't matter. It's the same
It
thing.
just has a
It's
different.
any animal.
Furry
Yeah.
feels different rolling off the tongue.
Okay.
So, speaking of animals,
Right.
William and Newbury, number one.
Let's talk
I'm
about
so
it.
mad at Larry for wanting to do the show here this week. I didn't get a chance to read.
You would have hated it?
No, the cover looks amazing.
No,
Doesn't matter.
What you think?
No, I hate I hate God as a real thing, as a work of fiction. That's where it belongs.
But he's based on a real guy.
William and Newbury.
Yeah, I know that. Like he's a Saint Knight. Yeah, I get it. But he's also not a fucking raccoon. And here he's a fucking raccoon, right?
Yeah.
Is he a raccoon?
Sort of.
Well, he might be a badger.
All right. Either way, again, like work of fiction.
Oh no, that meerkat?
Maybe a red pet,
Like, I don't think he's
I think
a
he's a
raccoon.
raccoon.
or is he the guy?
Oh, he is a raccoon?
I think he's
Like
a
the guy
raccoon.
from
He got
Animal
the bandit
Crossing.
mask.
That weird animal, the thing that Mario
Oh, Tanuki.
Tanuki. That's I mean,
Sounded a little racist.
It's interesting because I don't think there are raccoons in England. Not that that matters,
well, yeah.
because everybody's just anthropomorphic.
No, and that's kind of my issue with this book. Is it feels like they wrote a script and somebody said, "Hey, let's make them animals so people will buy it."
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% certain that.
Yes,
Oh,
there are raccoons in England.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and they have been introduced in Europe due to escapes and deliberate releases in the mid 20th century.
Okay, so they weren't around during that
back,
time.
Back when you were there, they were.
When I was there,
Yeah.
I've never been to England, but the story takes place before raccoons were introduced into England.
Cute little trash pandas.
I know that.
Jay has been
Creepy
distracted
ass
by
fucker.
the pictures of the raccoon.
They're so cute.
I
They're
shoot
so
those
smart.
fucking things.
You don't like raccoons?
They eat my crops.
They eat your grass?
My
Crops.
crops.
Crops. Yeah.
Oz has crops.
Yeah.
How many times have I mentioned I'm a farmer?
Oh, is it marijuana?
Yeah, he's getting all the raccoons high.
No, but there is an actual like pot farm across the street. Like if I cross the street from my
Oh.
driveway, it's a pot farm.
Well, that's why the raccoons are eating your crops. They're getting high first, and they need some to eat after.
You can't get high from eating the plant.
Or can you?
You can't.
You're eating it wrong.
No, you have to decarboxylate.
Oh, geez.
I mean, then how do you put it in?
Don't
the
let me
ground?
with a good time. Yeah, decarboxylate, Jay.
So William and Newbury number one.
Yes.
William is a monk for the church, and he basically his specialty is dealing with demons, evil spirits, exorcisms, things like that. But it's funny because he hates normal shit like spiders. Like spiders creep him out. Like demons are fine, but spiders will get on him, like he'll get creeped out. Like he hates going into basements. It's really funny. Really interesting, I should say. And in this issue, he goes to help someone against the orders of the person in charge of his church.
Yeah, the prior.
And basically, the guys are just tired of it. And he's going to send people after William, as William is going, befriending thieves and fighting demons.
Yeah, no, that pretty much like sums it up. I feel like, I mean, as Jay mentioned before, the book is based, loosely on historical figure, and like I feel like I don't know for a fact because I'm not like a super duper history buff of this period, but I do like, like I mentioned before, like I'm a big fan of like Christian mythology, and then also like just the reality of the Catholic Church, like trying to exorcise demons and like spiritual warfare and whatnot. And I feel like they do use like actual techniques from that time in this book. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool, like.
Well, he was pretty detailed, William. His journals were like pretty detailed on what he did, and they are available to read if you want to get them. I don't know, like they're not at the library, but you can get your hands on William Newbury's journals.
We should also mention that the book is Oming.
Right. Written, drawn, colored.
Right. Through and through. If you buy it physically, the 4 issues are what are they called when they're all part of the same picture?
Interconnect.
Oh,
yeah.
cover. Yeah.
You like connect covers.
That's cool. Yeah. Silence your phone, Jake.
It's soft. It's silent now. Like you can't hear it anymore.
Until it beeps again, you son of a bitch.
Well, you just pointed it out. It's coming back.
There's a solution. I tell you, this guy, like it's different when he's at home. You don't realize how reach it. You feel safe. Should.
Did you get a chance to read this book?
Yeah, I read it.
What did you?
I like the story, and earlier I said it bugged me that it felt like somebody wrote the story about a person, and then somebody else said, "Hey, let's make them animals so we could sell it." At the same time, I think making them animals does make it a more interesting story. I don't know. It just like makes it cuter or something.
Yeah.
And the story itself is fine. I don't have any problems with it. The art looks good.
Mhm.
The animals look cute. It's kind of weird that it's a world where all the characters are animals and like the main character is worried about dogs.
Right.
Yeah, that was weird. Like he's worried about spiders, which apparently are like spider size,
Right.
but he's also worried about owls,
Right.
which I'm wondering, like, are they like owl size or are they like actual owls that
I'm assuming they're owl size. Like there are people that are just afraid of birds.
Well, and owls like are pretty big.
Well, yeah, not only they're decent size, but they're also vicious or can be.
They can see the dark.
They can in fact see in the dark.
Yeah.
That's true too.
They got a leg up on you.
I mean, it's hard for me to see the light. I found it interesting that the animals or the characters are animals and they don't necessarily make any um well that they have that characters are related to each other and they could be related but they might be different animals.
Like different species of animals.
Yeah, which
Woke ass shit.
which I thought was an interesting choice because it's like legit, like yeah, like the person's brother or cousin or whatever could be a completely different animal than the other character, and I was like, oh wow, like that's kind of cool that it's like not even a big deal, like like if it was me, I would have made people that were related to six species, but it's just one of those things where it's like it just kind of goes to show that that's just a conventional kind of thinking, and it doesn't have to be that way. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel that way about animals, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like if it was like races, like people, but like of different races, I would have been like, nah. Like, you gotta explain that to
Who's
me.
the racist now?
Huh?
Who's the racist now?
I still don't think it's me. I think that's a like convention of the society that I live in. Like, like this society's made me that way. Unfortunately, I wish it could be like that.
You can't move on.
Yeah, right. Get over it.
That's how they win.
Man, that was 400 years ago.
Ideologies and institutions.
Right.
Larry's progressivism 0.
So, but yeah, I like that. So, and I do think the story was interesting too. Where I was just like, yeah, like I would like to know. I would like to know more about, or I'd like to know what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Oz, you felt a way about them being animals, but then understood that the animals kind of draw you in a little bit different. Did you have any specific thoughts about the story itself?
I like the story.
Mhm.
It was interesting. It tricked me a little bit. That opening, like I thought, when he comes out of that dungeon or wherever the hell he was, like I thought the story was going to be that he's possessed.
Right.
But he's not. I guess he won. But it's just the abruptness of how it ends,
Right.
kind of like. But you know what? It surprised me, and stories don't tend to do that too often. So
Right.
I'm not gonna knock it for that. It was a little weird, but I'm not gonna say it hurt the story itself.
Hmm.
So I liked it.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel? Like, I know you said it's Omen, Michael Avon Omen, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
Legendary artist, writer. I mean, he did everything for you.
Hmm.
Do you feel like this is his like really good work? He put a real good amount of time in it, or will he benefit from having somebody else collaborate?
There's one demon that he fights that's like or it's like a corpse, and it's like covered in spiders, and it's like, dude, that was really good. Like, I'm glad it was hit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure you get that telling someone else to do it.
Right.
It definitely felt like some top-notch work. And, you know, I can't think of, at this point at least, a collaborator that I'm like, oh, this would have been better if such and such had drawn it. Or I can't think of a collaborator where, huh?
No Michael Turner?
Not, I mean, not to me in regards to like this particular story. I don't like, don't get me wrong, Michael Turner would have did some amazing art. I'm not saying, it's not like Michael Turner is bad all of a sudden because he's the only. It's just more so like, I don't know if it's like Michael Turner art for this particular book is a better product than Omi doing it. Same thing on the writing side. Like, I'm not sure, take whichever, top-notch writer right now. I don't know if another person writing the book and Omi doing the art, even if he had conceptualized the story too. I'm not sure if somebody else writing it would have been a better book for them writing it. I mean, obviously, this is one of those things where you can't know unless it actually happened, right? Like we're speculating, but it doesn't feel that way to me. And especially we've had plenty of times where we have like writer artists, and sometimes somebody's good at one and not as good at the other, but we know, this fool is great at doing this. So, there was a part in the beginning, and Jay of this, where like he's scared of like more conventional things, but that opening scene that Oz mentioned, like it sets the tone right there, where literally it's like, oh, you're just a demon. I think you're gonna be like a person or a dog or something. I was just like, yeah, like this feels like he can handle this supernatural stuff. Like he's like, oh, I got this. Like I know how to handle demons and apparitions and stuff. But he's like brigands. That's when you gotta be careful. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. It's an interesting character. So, do we have anything else you want to say about this before we give it a rating?
I don't.
Okay. All right. Let's start with you, Oz. What would you give William of Newbury #1?
I'm probably gonna go with 4. It's a good story. It's well drawn, well done. I don't have any complaints about it.
There you go. Oh, that's high praise from us. Jay, what would you rate William Newbury #1?
I'd give it a 5. I like the story, the characters. Like a brigand that ends up following him. It seems pretty interesting. Right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. As for myself, I think I'd probably give it like 4.5. It's a great book. I mean, I'm just thinking the only thing that maybe, and maybe this is actually the one place where it's like maybe it could be a little different. Like maybe a color scheme, maybe a different colors, but I don't know. Like I kind of feel like it's intentionally, but I don't know. It's like, but I'm nitpicking here. Like it's like there's no good reason to not read this book if the subject matter interests you. And even subject matter doesn't interest you, and you just look at the art and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I'd give it a go. So, Most Magnum, what would you rate the rating?
I would rate it a 3.
Okay, we're middle of the roading in here. I was like, you haven't moved.
We didn't mention how God came into.
What?
You said I probably wouldn't have liked it because God isn't it.
God's not in the book. He's just among the Lord.
Oh, see, yeah, I could read about somebody being delusional, killing a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Demon murder. Yeah.
He's basically Dark Ages version of evil.
Yeah. Which is pretty appropriate for
Segue.
Yeah.
Also,
no, more about gel coat.
When the fourth round,
Don't you call it?
does it look good already? Jumbo Scampi for limited.
All right. Moses, tell the people about evil.
It's like the X-Files for Christians.
Catholic X-Files, yeah.
Mm. Basically, instead of hey, there's these people fucking these kids. Let's check if they're really possessed. So they fund that group instead. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. I'm just happy somebody's hiring Michael Coulter because Disney don't want to do it. So Paramount Plus had to do it.
Yeah, that's true. So, what was Michael Coulter? What drew you to the show initially?
Yeah, Emily wanted to see it, and then she explained it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. And I saw the trailer, and I'm okay. And then around the weekend, one of my clients was like, they dropped the new season on Netflix, so I'm just gonna watch it all weekend. And I'm like, you really like it? He's like, yeah, it's so good. It's like the X-Files, but about more supernatural stuff. You know, and so you have like the skeptic, and then you have like the more practical person, and then the believer working together. And then so I checked it out, and we wanted to see it. So we finished the first season, you know.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was cool. I enjoyed it. I really like Mike Coulter's like performance, and then that guy's story and everything.
You're talking about there it is.
Yeah, from Lost. And I met that guy in person, and I was scared.
Did you really?
Yeah. He just asked me for some paint. I was like, where might I find titanium white?
Oh.
And I'm like, you know. And he was dressed like the dude in Benjamin, like with the khakis and the fucking and the button shirt, like
that's
the boat shoes, you know, like I was like, did you dress like that every day? Like it was after like Boss had been kicked already. He's just walking around like that. Yeah.
That's funny.
You know, may you help me? And I'm like, no. But yeah, but he's great in this, and I think I might be scared of him in real life.
That's fair. Jay, you didn't get to watch this, right?
No. You guys were going to try and set something up so I could see it, but you didn't.
Thanks. Jay, just so we're all clear, we failed Jay yet again. Okay. Got it.
It's like I knew when I didn't cater this event either. Like he showed up with his own food.
Oz, what did you think of Evil?
I liked it actually. I remember hearing about it when it was first coming out, but it was on a streaming service that I didn't have, so I didn't watch it. But I wanted to watch it because it's Luke Cage fighting demons, essentially. And so yeah, and then I just forgot all about it. They're like on season 4 now,
right?
And then you guys mentioned it, and I looked it up and said, "Oh yeah, I remember I wanted to watch this." And yeah, I got the first 3 episodes, and I liked it. It's like Mo said, it's like Catholic X-Files.
Right.
And I especially like that, like X-Files, they're not just making fun of the subject. There's like a true believer and a skeptic. and some of the conversations they have are actually kind of interesting.
Oh yeah,
they're more
you know,
philosophical in the sense, like, even if you don't believe, like, you're watching some shit happen.
well, and it does the thing that X-Files did really, really well, where like you go back and forth between thinking, wait, is this real? And wait, oh no, wait, it's not real. But then,
Right.
is it real? And that definitely happens like in the first episode, where like the homegirl is the skeptic is visited by a demon, and they're talking to a guy they think is possessed, and then he starts like saying some of the stuff that nobody should know, and so she starts freaking out. But then there's something else happens, and like, oh well, he actually this is how he knew what happened, and like the back and forth of it is one of the things I like, because
yeah,
you're a believer or not, like it makes you don't know where they're going. Like, oh wait, it's real. And,
right,
oh wow, it is bullshit. Oh wait, but then this, like that's the whole show.
right. Yeah, it definitely feels like. I mean, obviously, the X Files comparison makes a lot of sense, especially in the lining up of like the setup in regards to the subject matter. Some things that are like matters of faith or belief. But it's also kind of like part procedural, and it's not like not quite as procedural as procedurals are, because that'd be kind of crazy considering that we're talking about possession and whatnot. But it's like, yeah, you do have some things that seem like, oh, okay, like this is just criminal behavior versus like demonic possession, but you do get bounced around for it.
Yeah, Mike Coulter, man, like,
Yeah,
dude is like it's so calm
yeah,
that like he's perfect for the true believer priest in training. Like he just no matter what the subject is, as soon as he starts talking, it's like you just chill, man.
yeah. Listen, I was literally just about to say, like, Mike Coulter is actually really great in this show. Like he, in my opinion, I feel like he like kind of makes the whole thing. Like the other two main cast members are good. I don't know, and I honestly I don't even know if it's them, because they both might be actually much finer actors than the script is allowing them to demonstrate.
Yeah.
And that's not to say the show's writing is bad, mind you. It's just it's good. It's not great.
As you get later on in other episodes,
it gets better,
where they start focusing on their stuff, not just if it sounds weird to say about a show like this, where it starts diverting from the main mission and goes into their B and C stories.
Yeah.
You start seeing them shine a little more.
Okay.
So, but it all kind of connects.
Yeah.
Like, especially as you get towards the end of the first season. So it's like, why did you make this shit? Like, I don't care about the mom dating, and everything kind of converges.
Okay.
So it pays off in that respect, but you do get to spend more time with them aside from Mike Coulter, or separated from the main group.
Yeah.
And it's still a story that connects to the main story of the show.
And oh, go ahead. Oh, I'm interrupting myself again. It does feel like, at least in the first initial episodes, that they give Michael Coulter like all like the great good lines to say, and everybody's kind of playing off of him, and so that, in my opinion, is like the other why I'm kind of like, it's like the show could be better, and especially when you put it in comparison to like a show like the X-Files, because both Mulder and Scully, they always have their moments. Like, it feels like a dance, like a back and forth. And that's the aspect, at least in the episodes that I've seen, that, this is missing a little bit just because, while there is still pushback, like they don't give like the non-believers like the things to say that are like, oh, where it kind of feels like, oh man, they might have like kind of got a little bit of one up in that particular exchange. Yeah. So, but yeah, like it might come later too. And I can understand like this could totally be the kind of show where it needs to get footing a little bit. Like I'm sure it would get better with time. So yeah. Have you watched season 2, Mo?
Yeah, some episodes. Like,
Why you say like that? Were you not supposed to have watched them?
No, I just don't know how many.
Oh, it doesn't matter how many.
The story just keeps going.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far into it can I just be like.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna ask you how many.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Oz? Are you gonna keep watching? Or did you finish the first season?
No, I only got the first 3.
Gotcha.
They're 45-minute episodes.
Yeah.
It's like a full-blown episode. But yeah, I wanted to watch it when it came out. Gonna see if I can keep watching it.
Gotcha. That's fair. All right.
Better than Acolyte.
Damn. I was like, let me take another jab.
We're just happy he appreciates a black man.
How do you feel about the effects?
They could do better, but the story sells it, so I'm okay with it. But they're very like there's an episode, I don't think you got to that, where they take mushrooms by mistake. And
as one will do.
And he like Mike Coulter talks to his ancestor that was a slave.
Oh, jeez.
So she visits him, and she, and talking, kind of dancing together. Yeah, a little bit like he's a pretty girl, but she's not there like, oh, yeah, that's to guide you. But she's just a ghost that's in the area. So she's just like living her life in the moment, so she's just in the party, and when he gets closer to like that effect that it's a ghost among the people is really just a non-effect because it's a person there. But what sells that, and in the back of your brain, you're like, oh, she's a ghost, is the costume. So it's like they put, maybe in the effects, they don't put as much effort, but in the costumes to drive that part of the story forward, they did a real good job because I could tell she's not one of these people at these parties, like, and she's barefoot. She has some like a lot of like scars and shit, and that's what he kind of like fixates on. Like, you have scars, and she hides it. She's this is thing, and then later on, it turns out that it's his ancestor that came to visit him while he was with his people.
Oh, okay.
So that like the effects might not be great, but the story like pulls them through. Like,
right. And
I kind of want the effects to be that good, especially coming from a skeptic side, where it's like you still deal with skeptics and agnostics. So it's like you can't just see like somebody's like puff of smoke come out like in the show like Supernatural or The Exorcist, So the way they handle it here is good for the budget and for the story.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they have like whether you're a skeptic or a believer, like the episode with the little black girl. Like a non-believer is like, well, there's something on the video because all this like they give you a way where it's something that happened digitally.
Yeah.
But then somebody could also say, well, that's a fucking ghost they got on camera.
Right.
Right.
And then they uncover something totally different about the Medicare.
Right.
Yeah, what ended up solving the case has nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then like he's even like, hey, we gotta talk about this video, and the
Yeah.
priest is like, if it has nothing to do with the case, just fucking put it away. We're done.
Right. And then the
Next
skeptic is
episode.
just stuck with the question.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys ready to rate Evil? I guess like I don't know, the season one.
I would rate one.
Yeah.
You guys can rate your experience with it.
That sounds good. So go ahead, Mo. What would you rate season one?
I would do a 4.
4.
4. It pisses me off that like Disney won't get Luke Cage. Yeah.
I think they're doing the Jessica Jones show, which means he might show up.
They're making a what show?
Another Jessica Jones show. Well, Kristen Ritter dyed her hair purple, so everybody's speculating.
Oh.
That's not enough for like we got everybody else. But
I got hope.
Yeah.
I got hope. I like my strong female leads.
Yeah, sure.
What would you rate Evil?
I'm gonna go with 4.5. I liked it. I want to keep watching it, but I wanted to watch it when it came out. I just don't want to pay for whatever it's on.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah, I think the first 2 seasons are on Netflix, I think. I would give it a 4. It's a good show. I think, like it's a show that you can tell like borders on greatness. And so, I want it to be that. So hopefully that's what'll come too, or it'll amount to.
Apparently, it's on Netflix, Paramount Plus, and Amazon Prime.
There you go.
And Jay, you would love it because one of the reasons I wanted you to see it is because they do a thing where, because I think the first season was on CBS, they don't cuss it. So for Netflix, Paramount Plus, I hope Amazon Prime, they actually dub in curse words.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, we don't trust that fucker, and it's like she clearly says bastard. But it's like her voice saying fucker, like, and it's fuck. Like they're actually another way to add curse words. Like I guess to add value to the Paramount or something. But yeah, but anti-cursing shit. But they're doing the same technique, which is odd. Like I would just fine, but I guess for money, or it is a longer season, so you don't want to waste time doing that. But at least do the thing where Invincible, it's like you do from behind the head.
Nice.
Jay, what would you rate the review?
Oh, before it was like 2, but now that they're swearing, I would give it a 5.
There's also child murder.
Oh, I like
there's child murder. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I know you love that.
Like, got a little squeamish about it.
Yeah.
The cat.
Like, there's one episode where they don't know if the demon is killing the children or the person's just crazy.
Oh,
and either way, the children. Turns out it's the husband playing off women's mental illness, and he's killing the children. And
nice.
He throws her under. Not like husband.
I know he said it was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
But
you might have to buy it. Yeah.
I think it might either have to pay for it or you have to subscribe to Paramount Plus on Amazon.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking for it, they had the first episode of season 3 available on Prime, and that was till the end of the month to get ready for season 4.
Right.
Which was the first episode going to help get ready for the whole season. For me, season 3, and then ready for the 4th. They're like, just the first episode.
That's it.
Like, you have to start from the beginning. Like, all right, I can do it.
There it is.
All right.
All right.
Should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. About that time.
Pure.
Time for some thoughts.
No.
You got it. There it is. In fact, why don't you kick us off, Jay? Give us a final thought.
All right. Congratulations, all you 2024 graduates. Specifically my nephew. I don't really care that much about the rest of you. But you know, congrats.
There it is. Oscar, give me some final thoughts.
Bunch of videos coming soon. I don't know if the last two I sent were posted.
They're up. I need to put a description in that quote.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this shit going.
We're working on a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, a bunch of videos coming soon. Like, subscribe, all that.
There it is. Most Magnum. Final thoughts, buddy.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell. We like fair game for you to listen to us, care what we think, but ultimately be yourself and enjoy.
There it is. For the entire forum, we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Yeah, like we would love to hear more of what you want from us, what you want us to talk about, what you want us to not talk about, what you'd like to see more of. Yeah, give us some feedback. We'll take it.
Can I do the second?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not really racist. The reason I thought Mormon Chicken is because there's another movie, but it's all white people, called Porn and Chicken. So I got the two crossed. So
Okay.
don't take my tenure.